Listen to the Vibes.
Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Listen to the Vibes. And Bob Dee with Petro. The man himself, Bob Dee, is here. He's
Hey,
come back to
Kyle.
talk about, oh, man, it's great to have you, dude. Great to have you.
Great
But
to see you again.
he's back with a new album, and we're going to talk about that and catch up with him, see what's new. And so, Bob, tell me a little bit more
Hey,
what's going
Kyle.
on.
Hey, great to see you again. It's so great to see you again. Yeah, new album's out. The new video is out. It's called Violetta. Bob Dee with Petro, Violetta. I love the title, right? And the cover. One thing interesting about the cover, was going to hear it here first on your show, is 2014, I released my biggest single, Socially Awkward. I got signed on that song. And the cover of the album, I was like a Scream picture. Now it's 2024, Violetta. I got the same, the picture with the Scream on there just to commemorate, however you say that word. The anniversary, let's say, of Socially Awkward. And thought it'd only be fitting to have that on there. But the album's doing great. I got some stars on there, and the new video just came out too. It's hit 27,000 hits.
Wow, man.
Yeah, just a few days. I'm pretty excited about that one.
Man, well, you've got some more pop metal stuff on there, but you've got a rocker that I really love, which is Voices in My Head. You said you're going to make a video of that one too?
Yes, that's our next video. Yeah, we have this new director named Vlad, and the dude is great. He's got like two smoke machines. He's got like what did I say that he had?
The drones?
Drones, right? He's going to have some drones in this video, and we're trying to get some guitar acrobatics going on in this one. We're going to film in New Jersey. This will be our second video. We just released Breathe You In, was the first single. But Voices in Your Head, we're going to do something pretty wild. We're for you, Kyle. We're going to kick it on this one. But I wanted to tell you a little history about the song. I was signed to RCA Records with Jack Daly. He was the bass player of Lenny Kravitz for 20 years. And now he's with the Spin Doctors, if you ever heard the Spin Doctors. So I called up Jack to play on the song. And Jack, yeah, he's playing on the song. And the drummer is Matt Starr. And Matt played with Ace Frehley for many years. And Mr. Big, he filled in for Kick's drummer for a while. And Matt's like the big star, Matt Starr, out in LA. Session guys. So they both played on that song. So I'm pretty proud to have those guys on there.
Hey, you've got some pretty good names on there. In fact,
Yeah.
you had a bass player that I interviewed some time back.
Ivan the Funk Boy Bodsley, right?
Yeah.
Ivan played bass on all the other songs. He was at Humble Pie Legacy, and he just came in and nailed it. What an amazing player with my drummer, Scott Campbell. Scott played on a lot of the tracks. There's one song, When the Sky Falls. I called up my buddy Fred Corey. Fred is the drummer from Cinderella. Remember Cinderella? Platinum band? How can we forget, right? Well, Fred's doing soundtracks out in LA now.
Mm-hmm.
And this song is like cinematic, James Bond kind of deal. And Fred just killed it, man. It sounds really amazing. He added like pumping strings in the verse. So that's going to be our third video when we get that done. But we just got to get through the Voices in My Head, the next one, and then have to schedule the ballad.
So that picture that you got on the cover with you screaming,
Yeah.
you gonna grow the goatee to go on tour?
Well, it's funny. I had a goatee. I had it all just like yours. I had it big for a while for the summer.
Mm-hmm.
And I really liked it. I did a whole photo session for it, and then came time to now, and I just shaved it, and it was getting pretty gnarly there for a while. I actually had a beard too.
I do that from time to time during the winter.
Right? Yeah, because it's kind of fun. Or you got the same thing I had. Yeah, it grows in right here, right, and then it's like gray here. Well, yeah, I did a whole photo shoot with this Italian girl, Silvia Sampanero is her name, and she's pretty famous in Italy. And I had a whole crew do the album cover. Everything was with the goatee. Even on the CDs, got the goatee thing happening in the back and stuff. But yeah, touring. We're trying to book some dates now. Get behind the album. And it would be great to come to Texas, man. I would love to play down there.
Yeah, man, you got to
Dude,
come
just to
down.
hang with you, that'd be awesome. And we played South by Southwest a few years back. That was a blast. Oh my God, that was so much fun. It was like
Yeah,
a week of a party, right? You just play a couple of nights and then you just party the rest of the night.
it's fun.
Yeah,
But and I'm ashamed to say
yeah,
I've been here 6 years. I haven't got to go once.
yeah.
But the part that's not fun is the
Traffic.
traffic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I used a guitar player down there. He lives right in Austin for that show.
Mhm.
My guy couldn't do it, and he was saying the same thing. Bobby, I love you, but I hate the traffic. When this comes on every year, all the time, we all hate it, you know. And he even he plays it, you know. He's stuck, you know, forever just to fly in. And but he said the same thing you just said, right? Traffic, right?
Yeah, it brings a lot of money, but boy, the traffic is.
Yeah,
Mm-mm-mm.
because I just remember it's that one strip, right? Isn't it that one long street or something? I was stuck on that for a while, or
Yeah, well, I-35 is the worst.
I-35. Yeah, that's what it was.
Hmm.
Wow.
The songs that you wrote on here,
Hmm.
was this all for fun, or like did you have a mission? How did these songs come about?
Yeah, the mission on this one, the last one was kind of pop, idol maker, for you could tell by the photo and all that. It was a little poppy, and this one I really wanted to dig deep, you know, get some dark lyrics, you know. And Breathe You In is like the perfect song. Like actually, I went through half a year. I scratched a lot of the songs and just wanted to go heavy, you know, darker, and then get more guitar tracks. You know, I'm a guitar player, right? And I just wanted to go like Breathe You In is like a perfect example, you know, and voices in my head. But yeah, my mission was really I just wanted to get some like deeper lyrics. I've always struggled with the lyrics. Guitars come easy. I can always like play for days, an hour. I have a guitar right here, actually, you know. When it comes to lyrics, oh, God, it's painful. But I know I get emails all the time from fans, and they love the lyrics, and they're really blown away by the lyrics. I get gifts like crazy. There's so many gifts constantly, you know, and I'm pretty lucky on that.
I know when I got to interview you the last time, you sent me the little ray gun on
Oh
my
yeah, yeah,
keychain, and then I think a magnet and
yeah, the
sticker
whole
and some
stuff, right?
guitar
Definitely.
picks. Are you gonna do something like that for this album too?
Yeah, this one too, definitely. Yeah, we always get the magnets, and we got the CDs just came in this week.
Uh-huh.
And we always do a poster. It seems like everyone wants posters and T-shirts, right? So,
Yeah.
but yeah, that stun gun's cool, right? You're one of the few that has one of those. It was promotional kind of thing. I wanted to send it to you, you know.
Well, good thing you sent me two because my wife snatched one of them up
Oh
pretty
yeah,
quick.
that's why I did it. That's cool. I'm glad she likes it, right?
Right. Now, I know records are expensive to make nowadays, but are you
Yeah.
planning on putting it on vinyl?
I want that's my goal for this one. And I'm thinking about maybe even just do a single. It might be cool on a colored vinyl. I don't know what your thoughts are on that one, but someone told me just do the single on a colored vinyl. We're looking into it now, but I haven't done it on any of the albums, so this would be the perfect one, you know. And,
When it comes to CDs and albums, I know it's
Mm,
a little harder to sell that kind of stuff nowadays because everything's streaming.
right, right.
What's the plan there?
The plan there is you have to have CDs when you go on the road. I mean, I do anyway. I don't know, some bands might not, but it definitely that covers your hotel rooms, especially when you're in the UK, and you know, you can sell a ton of CDs that pays for your whole. We already have the rooms, but it helps, you know, and you can upgrade the rooms. But everyone in Europe buys CDs, you know. It's like that's the biggest thing, you know. But yeah, what I do is I ship the CDs over to my hotel room,
Mhm.
and then we go on the tours from there. You know, same thing I did in Japan too. All those little pick cards, I had them shipped to Japan in my hotel room, and It really helps. It really does. Some rooms they give you aren't so good, and there's a lot of theft too. A couple of the girls are like, "Don't leave your guitar." You know, we wouldn't anyway, but don't leave your equipment inside. You're gonna get stolen. You can't stay in that place. You got to get a better place. So when you sell like 100 CDs and some, all the T-shirts and stuff too, But that's my take on it. Different bands have different reasons, but it really helps.
So if you do get the vinyl out, you're gonna have inserts.
Oh yeah, I want to do it right, you know what I mean? All the collectors tell me you got to have an insert, you got to do colored vinyl, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that stuff too. I'll see it in a record store in New York, and I gotta have it,
What's your favorite tune on here?
I would say, oh God, right now, the Breathe You In one is really, when you hear it, you hear that haunting keyboard line
Yeah.
in the song. Right now, that's really, really getting it to me. And I've got the most feedback on that and Voices in My Head so far. And it's funny. Most of the girls like Voices in My Head. I thought it'd be more like a rocker dudes, like, bro, A lot of girls are like the lyrics really hit me, and Voices in My Head's my favorite, like, wow, that's cool.
You got to tell me about this bonus track on here.
Yeah, stuck on you. I wanted a song like you could just go and just play in a bar, and like, hey Bobby, I go to see my friend's house and stuff, and there's always a guitar, Bobby, get up and play us a song or something. So what I did was I did a little demo of it with the drum machine.
Uh-huh.
And Sony wanted something that's like, something different. They wanted like a bonus track, an extra track on it. So I said, how about a demo, like something cool before it goes to the studio? And they're like, perfect, So I wrote Stuck on You. And actually, the guy that I worked on it with just moved to Houston. He's living in Houston, John Truelove. He's a musician, bass player, country guy. He just moved to Houston. They love it. They love Texas, I mean, every time I've been down there, man, it's been so good to me. Really good. Especially you and your family. It's just really much appreciate you, definitely.
Oh, thanks, brother. Thank you.
Awesome. You always support me and I appreciate that, That's the most important thing,
Well, I just like the fact that you lowered your standards to be on my show.
No way. No, I love your show, man. You got all your Kiss collection. I remember the first time we talked, right? We both did all our Kiss collections. And we were talking earlier about Ace Frehley, right? He's coming to New York. He's playing here. And I love the guy, the new album. I think he's my favorite. Do you like Ace the best, or is it hard to say? Or
I used to think Gene was my favorite,
yeah,
but for some reason, the last few years, Ace has just kind of become my favorite.
I know, right? Because he's such a character. You gotta love him. He's like,
does he still drink?
I don't think so. I think he's doing all right, right? I've seen a couple.
hope
Eddie
so.
Trunk, does the interviews with him and stuff. So I always listen to those. But he's a character.
He's definitely a character.
But I got his guitar picks. He signed a book for me. It makes me happy. And then that inspires me too. Just to see him play. And I try to do my solos and my guitar work like his. You know what I mean? It's just like since I was a kid. Kiss was always the big influence. I used to love is Mata Hoople. I don't know if you remember Mata
Yeah, I
Hoople.
remember Mott the Hoople.
I just saw Ian Hunter. He played in New Jersey, some free festival thing. I think it was last summer. Oh my God, he was amazing. He's like 80 and he's like amazing. It's like totally amazing, Really good guy.
It's crazy. These guys ought to be home and retired, but they
I
still get
know.
out and play.
I just want to play. Yeah, same thing with me. I just want to play, work the new album, It's been exciting though. It's been 2 weeks, and like every day something cool comes in. Magazines, Rock Hard Italy's doing a story on me. Metalized in Denmark, a couple of UK magazines. It's just like every day. Oh, it's something in Greece. I couldn't figure out what the writing was. It came in yesterday. A magazine in Greece. But a lot of them are the Rock Hard series. One in Italy, one in Germany. They always do stories on me, so it's exciting. It's been an exciting 2 weeks. I'm pretty happy.
I know it's exciting for you, but what's it feel like to get all this attention all at once?
Yeah, sometimes it's a little I just had a guy from Austria wanted to buy the stun, remember stun gun, the one I sent you, right?
Mm-hmm.
He hit me up. First it's available, now it's available. He's from Austria, you know. I want to buy, I want to buy it. What is going on? You know, can't you keep stock? He's like this whole thing, how angry he was. And I found a couple copies of it. So I hit him up this morning actually, and I said, "Don't worry, sir. It's coming." The attention's great, you know. I really appreciate it, and I'm humbled and I'm lucky, you know.
Yeah.
Lucky that I can put something out after all this time and like, wow, boom, it hit. It's a cool feeling, you know, that people are still wanting to hear my music, you know. So
What keeps you grounded, man? Because I know some people they get a little bit of fame and it goes to their head.
yeah, it's mostly my family, you know. I have really great parents. They supported me my whole life, you know, my brother, and I got a really cool family. That's what it's all about, you know. I remember my dad, like I was playing clubs when I was in high school, so I couldn't really get in yet. So he would drop me off at the door at the club with my amp. I had like a Fender twin amp, and then he would pick me up like 2 in the morning. You know, no, you're, because I was like, Dad, go, go, go. You know what I mean? You can't have your dad there, you know. But there was a couple cool times where I'd be playing, you know, like, and he would be out in the audience eating some potato chips or something, you know, drinking a beer, you know. I'm like, oh, cool, you know. Come and see me, you know, and I'd be like, Dad, you see me play? No, no, I've been outside. But you know, stories like that keeps me grounded, you know, growing up in Utica, New York, you know. Good family.
Something I started doing with my musical guests is I want the audience to really get to know the person that I'm talking to. So, what's been your biggest hurdle in life?
My biggest hurdle in life, wow. I've kind of done all my touring, all the stuff that I wanted to do.
Mhm.
But wow, that's a great question, actually. Well, you know, I never was a singer. I was always the guitar player. I had a couple of record deals with a female singer, and it didn't go so well. So I've always struggled in the studio with vocals. And that's been a huge hurdle if you want to know about the music part of it. Actually, now that we're talking about this, I really was struggling with my vocals last year. So when I did the song "When the Sky Falls," the one that Fred Coury mixed from Cinderella,
Mhm.
I was in the booth for 3 hours with my friend Paul Schulich. He was producing it in the studio, Engine Room Audio, right? After an hour and a half, I just broke down. I couldn't do it anymore. I just was crying. I just was
Um,
like, I sat in a corner. I just like curled up in a corner. And I know my buddy Paul, he's like, you know, you and I, dude, are you all right in there? You need some time? Or and then I'm like, I don't want to sing anymore. I don't want to be a rock star. I just, that's what I told him. I said, I don't want to be, I don't want to sing anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. And then his came back on the mic. He said, you have to, that's what you do. You're going to stand up and sing. You're a rock star. Just sing. And that just snapped me out of it. So I got up off the ground and I just started singing and I nailed it. And so that's a pretty wicked hurdle right there, the singing, you know, because I'm always a guitar player, Kyle. I don't want to sing. I want to jump around the stage, you know. But yeah, that's the first time I ever broke down. I just was crying. I don't know what happened, you know. It's like after an hour of singing, I couldn't do it anymore.
you really stretched your vocals on this one, and
Hmm.
I can tell like from one song to the next,
Hmm.
you were doing something different. Your range got different, and it sounded really great.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing that a lot. Like I said, the vocals are like my biggest hurdle for guitars. I can track all day, and I write all the songs. And but when it comes to singing, you know, I wanted to try different things. You know, I didn't want to do like the last one. You know, and oh, there he goes again. You know, I wanted this to be really special. You know, And I think I told you earlier, one of the guys I grew up with is Fred Corey from Cinderella, the drummer in Cinderella. He's doing soundtracks now out in LA. So I called Fred to do the one that I was crying. I said, Fred, you got to mix this song for me. It means a lot. I wrote it on piano, by the way. It's a piano song. You know, it's got the rock guitars coming in and a couple of lead things in there. But Fred mixed, he did an amazing job for me. He mixed, he had like pumping strings in the verses. But yeah, the biggest hurdle is my vocals. But life seems to be really great, you know. I've been doing this a long time and the fans just keep coming out, sending me a ton of gifts all the time. It's pretty cool, you know.
That's awesome. You deserve it, man. You really do.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Definitely.
Now, where can people get the album?
The album's on everything. It's called Bob Dee with Petro, Violetta. It's on, you know, all the streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple, Deezer. And then on my website, bobdwithpetro.com, we have CDs available. And you can buy a CD there. So.
And you have other merchandise on there people can buy?
Yeah, there's all the old merchandise. Got some stun guns on there.
Love the stun gun.
Yeah, but it's on Sony Records, AMG Sony Records. It's out on, so. And Mark Berry signed me, and his partner is Wayne Farley. Great guys. Mark's always been behind. He loved the new. I sent him the ballot, and he's like, "It's blockbuster. We're gonna get this in a movie. I promise." So, so Sony's really behind it, and I'm really happy right now.
That's awesome, man. It really is. And your social media?
Yeah, social media. I have Instagram. Everything's Bob Dee with Petro, and Twitter, and now X, Facebook, same thing, and check it out.
Oh, Bob, thank you so much for coming back on. I appreciate you getting in touch with me.
Oh, great, Kyle. Great seeing you again. Great to be on your show.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Definitely. Thank you.
And I also want to thank all you folks out there. If you are new to the show, I hope you'll come back. Hit that subscribe button from our regulars. You guys are awesome because you make it possible for me to do this. And until the next one, everyone, please take care. Be kind to one another. God bless and peace.
Free